Hello friends, whenever the prices of goods and services increase continuously year after year, then in simple language it is called inflation. Inflation means that the general price level of goods and services in the economy is increasing continuously. Please note that here we are talking about the general price level in the economy. That is, if the price of one or two things is increasing, then it cannot be called inflation. Let us see how the rate of inflation is calculated. Suppose that this year the price of goods and services whose price is 5,000 rupees, next year this price will increase to 5,500 rupees. So to calculate the rate of inflation, we will subtract the price level of 2021 from the price level of 2022, and whatever value comes out, we will divide it by the price level of 2021 and multiply that value by 100. The value that is coming out with the help of this formula is 10%. What is the meaning of 10% inflation? You can understand with the help of this chart. Here we can see that if the price of these goods and services is 5,000 rupees in 2021, then in the next 20 years, if the annual inflation rate continues to increase at the rate of 10%, then these same goods and services will be worth 33,638 rupees in 2041. So you can understand how 10% inflation can make our goods and services expensive. But the effect of inflation is not always so bad. In some cases, inflation is also good, especially when the rate of inflation is between 0 to 4%. It is called creeping inflation. To be more specific, if inflation is between 2% to 4%, then it is considered good for the economy because producers and traders earn reasonable profits, and investors also want to invest money in such an economy. And this is the reason why economic growth is generally seen with the inflation between 2% to 4%. But if inflation is between 10% to 50%, then it is called galloping inflation. Actually, in some books, you will see this value from 10% to 100%. At some places, you will see this value from 10% to 200%. But in general, inflation between 10% to 50% is called galloping inflation. And if inflation in a country is between 10% to 50%, then it is considered dangerous for the economy. Remember the graph we saw a while back where we saw that 10% inflation was increasing the prices of goods and services very fast. So if inflation reaches 50%, it will be considered very dangerous for the economy. That is why galloping inflation is also called hopping inflation, jumping inflation, or running or runway inflation. Now let's talk about percentage between creeping inflation and galloping inflation. That is about 4% to 10% inflation. Basically, if inflation is between 4% to 10%, then it is called walking inflation. Walking inflation basically works like an alert mechanism for government and central banks. If inflation is in this range, then it is an alert for central banks and government that if inflation is not controlled now, inflation can convert into galloping inflation, which is economically very dangerous. So we can see here that as inflation increases, it becomes more dangerous for the economy. And it is not that inflation can rise only up to 50%. In fact, inflation can be more than 50%. And if inflation exceeds 50%, then it is called hyperinflation, which is an extreme form of inflation. And in hyperinflation, the prices of goods and services go on increasing rapidly almost every day. And this is the situation when inflation goes out of control, and many times the annual percentage of inflation reaches in millions. And in such a situation, the value of paper money keeps decreasing continuously. Let's understand this with an example. Think that if inflation is 1 million%, then the packet of bread which is available in our country for 50 rupees, when you wake up tomorrow morning, its price would have increased to 1419 rupees. You can also see this from the point of view that in today's date, you are able to buy whole packet of bread in 50 rupees. But tomorrow morning, you will get only a piece of bread in this 50 rupees note. And this happens in case of hyperinflation. The value of your paper money and your currency goes on decreasing continuously. But you must be thinking that this is a hypothetical case where 1 million% inflation would have happened. But it is not so. In 2008, Zimbabwe's annual inflation percentage had become 90 billion million%. In such a situation, the cost of a packet of bread there was 3.5 crore Zimbabwe dollars. Now think about it, if you have to pay 3.5 million Zimbabwe dollars to buy packet of breads, then you have to pay thousands of millions of Zimbabwe dollars to buy other things. And in 2008, Google Pay and other Paytm apps were not there. In such a situation, think about how many currency notes the people of Zimbabwe would have to carry in big cartels to buy everyday things. That is why in 2008, the government there has printed notes worth up to $100 million. But no matter how many millions or billions these notes are, it had no value. In fact, Economist magazine had declared Zimbabwe's currency worthless. And it is not that such a situation happened only with Zimbabwe. Before and after this, many countries have had to face this situation. In 1923, after the First World War, Germany also had to face hyperinflation. And recently in 2019, we also got to see hyperinflation in the case of Venezuela. So in today's video, we have understood what is inflation. In the next video, we will understand why inflation after all happens from the concept of cost push inflation and demand pull inflation. To cover Indian history and Indian economy in detail, follow Bookstava playlist. Thank you so much for watching and supporting Bookstava.